The King is back. Jon Bones Jones will end his hiatus from fighting and make his highly anticipated return to the octagon at UFC 285 against Ciryl Gane for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship. The former pound-for-pound king and light heavyweight champion expects to reclaim his throne in a new weight class and remind everyone why he's considered the greatest mixed martial artist of all time. But if Gane has his way, he'll turn Jones's dream into a chilling nightmare. How will this fight play out? Let's break it down. This is By the Numbers. When Jon Jones enters the octagon to face Ciryl Gane, it will be 3 years and 25 days since we last saw Bones in a professional MMA fight, or 1,121 days, or 160 weeks and 1 day, or just over 26,000 hours. The last time we saw Jon Jones, we were on the cusp of a global pandemic. LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards had yet to make their NBA debuts. Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, and Justin Jefferson had just declared for the NFL draft. Yuri Prochazka and Hamza Chimaev hadn't even made their UFC debuts, while Khabib Nurmagomedov, Daniel Cormier, and Anderson Silva were all active fighters. Kanye West and Kim Kardashian were still married. It's been that long. Since Jones narrowly defeated Dominic Reyes at UFC 247 on February 8, 2020, a UFC Undisputed Championship has changed hands 21 times over the course of 47 UFC pay-per-views. Of the 20 opponents that Jones has faced in the octagon, all but 3 have either retired or been released from the UFC. Despite his bouts with inactivity, Jones' 20 UFC wins are tied for 8th all-time in the history of the promotion, and his 13-fight winning streak is tied for 3rd all-time behind Kamaru Usman and Anderson Silva. He still holds the UFC record for wins in title fights with 14. To date, Jones' only loss in a professional MMA fight was a controversial disqualification against Matt Hamill back in 2009. No human has ever won a decision or finished Jones in a fight. Not only that, Bones has been knocked down a grand total of 0 times in 20 UFC fights, and his bottom position percentage of a minuscule 0.2% is, by far, the best in light heavyweight history. He spent a grand total of 41 seconds on his back in 5 hours, 40 minutes, and 15 seconds of fight time. That is absurd. But the game has changed since Jones last fought, and standing across the octagon from him will be an opponent unlike one that he's ever seen in his pro career. At 32 years of age, Gane is 3 years younger than Jones and possesses a record of 11-1 in pro MMA fights, with all but 3 of his wins coming by knockout or submission. He's knocked out the likes of Derek Lewis, Junior Dos Santos, and Tai Tuivasa. Before Gane joined the UFC, he went 13-0 with 9 knockouts in Muay Thai, and that striking success is carried over to the UFC, where a significant strike accuracy of 59.7% and a 62.8% defense against significant strikes leads all active heavyweights. Battle between wrestler and striker will be one to watch. But the real question is, how will Jon Jones acclimate to a new weight class? Jones campaigned at 205 pounds for his 15-year professional career, where a 6'4" frame and 84.5-inch reach proved challenging for his opponents to overcome. Although he's reportedly bulked up to 250 pounds, he may not possess those same physical advantages in the land of the giants. Or will he? Gane is not necessarily what you call a big heavyweight. For his last 3 fights, Gane tipped the scales at 247 pounds and was routinely outweighed by his opponents by double digits. Gane will have a 1-inch height advantage, but his reach of 81 inches is 3.5 inches short of Jones. So what should we expect? Nobody knows. Either Jones will pick up where he left off, or Gane will make him reconsider his ambitions. 3 years have gone by, and youth will no longer be on Jones' side. As they say, Father Time is undefeated, but Father Time has yet to face Jon Bones Jones.